But it's not a lot of time. Like a week maybe, I think.
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up.
Oh, you fucker.
No
Hey,
dozing
beautiful.
off.
You
still
sexy
don't
little
get it,
thing.
do ya? Give it up. Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
What do you mean?
You still haven't figured it out? There are no laws here to protect criminals like you.
I mean, I think there is actually.
Obstruction of justice.
I have a right to a jury and an attorney.
Possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh?
I'm crying. I'm literally crying.
You should know your place.
Yeah, it's gonna be home in like an hour.
Sign here. It's a confession under your name.
I'm a mute. I can't
see.
read. I can't
need
see.
your hand to sign this, but I don't care if you end up losing a leg.
Technically, this is a forced confession, isn't it? I get out
Don't
scot-free.
expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
But what you did, I could literally walk free. Like, sure, I'm not gonna get out of this in one piece, but I will walk free. Alright, this is where you set your name and shit.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor's office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You prosecutor signed Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much though.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long.
And yet I spouted 100 hours
It's
worth
for
of
your own
information
sake.
to her.
His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
15 minutes. It's months and months of details.
Well done on making it this far, inmate. Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present. The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin. The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching.
Details are omitted.
If you want to win this unreasonable game,
I mean, we
if you
went through
wish
like
to take
7
back your
different
stolen
criminal
future,
profiles too.
recall the bonds you formed with your allies.
Because we went through Kamoshida, Madarame, The gangster dude. Medjed. Okumura. And I guess those are the 5 that are public, and I have to go through them like kind of detailed. It's not gonna last 15 minutes. It's definitely gonna be like an hour worth more.
And grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
It's impossible. And that is why this game is trash.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice.
Or is it?
Still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up. I do have a suggestion, though. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence.
Pancakes.
I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now.
You think we failed?
You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence.
Oh, we
You'll most
did.
likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty, unless you accept my proposal. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves.
Well, there are bigger errors, like how the fuck has been captured by the real IRL police inside a palace. Oh, it's cause I think they do explain it. They said like Akechi let them in. Spoilers too. Akechi is the one who betrayed us. I mean, it's kind of obvious at this point.
First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case, An Takamaki.
But Sai's palace not theirs.
Ichiriusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa.
I
The
think
daughter of Wakaba Ishiki.
I don't know how the
Tara
nav
Sakura.
works. I think they could just let people in if they have the nav with them. It's so weak. Yeah, it is pretty weak.
The heiress to the
explanation.
Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO.
But anime,
Haru Okumura.
anime,
And
leave it alone.
the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy,
Frequently
Makoto
probing.
Nijima. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not?
Never heard of them.
So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves.
Well, 'cause they weren't
Were
crimes.
there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid?
They were act of
Not to
justice.
repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not? Can you tell me about them?
There were no such people. I think I'm supposed to like not tell her anything, right? And I'm not supposed to rat them out.
I see. So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators. Do you even understand the position that you're in?
I'm gonna say a
Let's
secret
discuss
code
one other
word.
person.
I'm no
Goro Akechi.
snitch.
There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too?
That's impossible. They all say basically
So
no.
Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well.
Pancakes.
So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me.
I don't know a thing.
Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice.
'Cause I
Your
am.
teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor? Why won't you talk about them?
'Cause I ain't no bitch. Go against justice.
Don't be ridiculous. You're not the one to decide such things.
You call this justice?
Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of?
Sticking to that's such a vague thing. Saving others.
Saving others? What an awfully simple response. You continue to
This
stand
is also,
firm.
it's also pretty simple.
Are you
be like
implying
a
that
nice
we have
person.
No evidence on you? You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale. But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story.
Bitch, I can only reply with one sentence. The fuck do you want? You still doubt me? Are you leaving it here? What about the true culprit?
After all this, you're still...
The drug is starting to wear off.
Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a
It's
poor
not a real
act.
thing, truth serum. I don't think that is a weird thing. I won't be deceived. I feel like I'm forgetting something important.
You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right?
Pancakes!
There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey, can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer.
Pancakes. Don't you want to win?
Huh? What are you getting at?
I'm forgetting the
That's
very
right.
reason why
No
I'm
matter the
turned
results
myself
of
in on
this case, I
purpose
won't
and
be
got
receiving
tortured.
credit.
It's very true. Also, that's not how truth serum works, I think. Even like in the fantasy version of it, I don't think you're supposed to forget things either. That's right. No matter, even then, if you do forget things, then you're omitting something, so that cannot be used as a reliable source either. Because there could be some things that could be relevant to the case, but he's not remembering it right. Nah, you don't forget. In theory, you just cannot lie. But clearly, this is a side effect. She said it's a side effect of like forgetting, omitting things. And like I'm forgetting about the thing, so all truth serum is bullshit.
I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
Because it's bullshit. Yeah, it's all bullshit. Interrogation room. That's right, if I remember.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go?
Oh, why isn't it auto?
Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she? Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye.
Why did you come here?
Why? Because this is my job. Don't ask me such odd questions. Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask you. There's something that's been bothering me for some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
Sold out. That's right, it's something I needed to do.
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader.
Alright.
Okay then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
When I first played through this, I was so confused at what was happening. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? And they don't really, because a lot of things happen between like the pancake thing to this to the interrogation at the end. Like, for me, it's been like months. I don't remember any of this shit when I first played it. Actually, it's been years. So I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I don't know. I never liked this part of the game. Because it relies so heavily on remembering things of 100-hour plus game, and it's just, I don't know, it's too much. It's too much to remember.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out?
I want to make a deal with you. Sure.
Yes, very well. Go on. If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this.
The phone.
You mean this?
No shit.
Told the lock on it is
There's no
quite
other phone here.
But it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone.
What are you talking about?
Huh? Didn't Makoto and the others tell you? You need to show your phone to the true culprit. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone?
Show it to the true culprit.
The true culprit?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that?
Akechi?
Questioning will occur on the first day. And with that realm, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
I already told you.
What do you... My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
You need to trust me. I am down, all that bullshit.
I can't even begin to fathom it. But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go. This will be my last involvement with this case.
Pancakes!
Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end. And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same way too once.
You still
I'll
can.
place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
Pancakes.
I
I am
thou.
down.
Thou art I.
Oh, this was the last of
Thou
hers?
hast turned a vow
I thought there was like
into
one
a
more.
blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of judgment, granting thee infinite power.
Granting thee with infinite power, y'all. You hear that? We got infinite power. So much power. True justice. Cooperate as comrades who fight for justice and seek the truth. New ability. The fuck does that mean? It's not even like an actual ability. It's not an ability. It's just... That's just story stuff. Man, this is bullshit.
All right.
Satan! Satan is the most powerful persona of the Judgment Arcana. That's fucking hilarious. Hail Satan. Hail Satan. That's funny.
I'll be going now. What good will this do, though?
You'll see. Akechi.
Akechi-kun? Why are you here?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you command?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves.
I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? My God. You're referring to him, aren't
We
you?
just saw this like 10 minutes, like 5 minutes ago. Why are you showing me again?
Is
Like,
there
I
a
understand.
Akechi-kun, does this
Yeah,
phone
dude,
look
we just
familiar
seen
to
this.
Excuse me? What is this phone?
you? It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Yeah, this whole end sequence is so weird.
Foolish woman.
Also, I found out I think Akechi is supposed to be like Light Yagami from Death Note. It's like the same everything.
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you?
Why does that gun have a silencer?
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
Akechi, you betrayed me! Ah! No sense right now.
Have you finally pieced it all together?
I'm blushing. It really does look like he's blushing.
Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
Fucking do it, pussy! Shoot me! Ah! You fucking did it. Ugh. Jesus. Also, if you're gonna like fake a suicide, you shouldn't do it in front of your head. It should be on the side. Because in front of your head, it's kind of hard to pull the trigger. I learned that from watching a bunch of crime videos. You just do it inside the mouth. Yeah. But then you have to like force someone to like open their mouths too. And you can't just shoot it like right on the teeth either. It's a lot easier to do it like on the side.
Shido-san, my job is complete.
And then you gotta have it in the right
Told
hand
you
too.
not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths.
Imagine a
of
bullet hole
teenagers
on
would
your
be a
right
bit
skull
much,
and the
don't
gun
you
is on your
think?
left.
I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance. I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Not Morgana.
Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
It is just a cat.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
No, it can't be.
Gotta cut loose ends, bitch.
Even me. God damn it. Shit.
You should like write down the name, like real quick, you know. Like in
What was all that about? Showing
like they
him
did
his
in
phone?
Danganronpa.
The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice, Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to save him?
Save me!
Huh?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust no
Yo,
one.
my dude is
Forget
shaking.
this ever happened.
Jesus.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is...
Why are you shocked?
Headshot. Can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idle thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise to think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
Considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However,
He made a bird.
I wonder if something happened. Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Look, he made that bird. This is it. This is art.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
He made a bird. Yo, they sold like a banana taped to a wall for like thousands of dollars. This would sell millions.
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually. Still,
That's modern art, baby. Go and sell it for $100,000. So a filthy rich can evade taxes. Damn right.
still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
Attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise.
Isn't it murder charges?
I thought I lost it this whole
Not
time.
attempted?
I'm sorry.
Or I guess to
Your
make it
grades are
stick.
excellent,
So
and
it's
your
attempted,
student
then it can
council
upgrade to
president.
murder.
I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one phantom thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime. We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now.
Fuck you, dude.
That phantom thief could
You
never
abusive piece of
change
shit.
anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking
Gross.
The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
This scene is so stupid for real. In a sense, because like... Yeah, this whole ending is so weird.
We got him.
Yeah. They know that it's fake. I think they explained this saying like they might be followed or something. They might be looked at all time.
It would seem as though you have been killed.
But... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because if they don't seem shocked about it, then maybe the police would suspect something. Because I think they are being followed to a certain degree. But, I don't know. It is weird. Do agree.
Why were you
It's
killed?
kind of dumb.
Why did you have to die? Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
Pancakes! The first time I sensed something was off. That's right, it was during the school festival. This is really like sloppily put together.
They're going. You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right?
Pancakes.
There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
We can't trust him.
My thoughts exactly. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy.
We should be careful.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get everyone on the same page right away.
There's something else we
Oh, I was
want
about to say,
you
do I
look
have to read?
One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough.
You can't do it, Futaba.
I agree. I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone. So it's impossible even for you. I didn't say it was impossible. Okay, I've got a plan. That's perfect.
Keeping it secret?
Don't worry, I'll tell you the details later.
Or, I guess now. Futaba's gonna do something? I wonder if... Why you have to whisper? Now you're gonna do something to my ear. Like, I understand that you're gonna do something already. You don't have to whisper it again. Oh my god.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
How did they also because I get why it will be on the lower floors, like in this area. But how did they figure out it was gonna be this exact room?
It'll be a gamble.
Oh.
I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
Witchcraft.
It seems you finally remember. This game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done.
Yeah, I know. I have another trimester to go. That's like another 30 hours there. My memories are starting to become clearer. That's right. This is what really happened to me at that moment. Okay. Oh shit. It turns out the blood was jelly. It doesn't even look like blood. It does look more like jelly. Nani? That's right, bitches. I am alive. Oh my god. Alright. Let's get this over with. I heard the rest are one of the Phantom Thieves, yeah. I didn't expect him to commit suicide. He's a murderer, he deserves to die. You can finally breathe easy now. Like they're gonna target your bitch ass poor motherfucker. He killed himself, huh? I guess we'll never learn his mental motivation. I'm exhausted. Feels like my conscience is about to fade away.
Hey, are you alright?
An angel speaks to me from above.
Until we reach our destination.
The beautiful angel. Could this be the effects of the drug wearing off? The memories I thought were gone are starting to come back.
Are you listening?
What, pancakes?
Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation. Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
It's on a completely different level than just that.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
Oh, you fucking think?
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him.
And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time!
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it?
No. Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a police station.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of learning his identity?
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us.
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace. The palace.
Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding...
Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage!
What's this all of a sudden?
There's a way. A way to get past
I'm putting on socks. My feet are very cold right now.
Of us, all while learning his identity.
I'll let this play on.
Really?
You gotta be kidding me!
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
Yes. We could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real one.
Yeah, that's it!
It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything.
You already met her, technically. So,
Futaba-chan,
yes.
I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
You don't need to go over this all the
That's ancient
time.
history now.
That size is
Man,
Makoto's sister.
That goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
What up, bitches? Ah!
Hey, you big bastard.
How have you been?
I mean, ghostly.
You're not floating.
You
Truly is
dumb,
relief to see
stupid
your
bitch.
face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, we're gonna have to
Isn't
recant all
guy
this again?
Considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over.
You
in a
heard.
taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
Well, you better skip
We
over and
wanted
fade
to
to
make
black.
our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
Oh, no
Was
shit,
Goro
dude.
Akechi? You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Yeah, he was... Akechi messed up.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you
Did
have
she
just
even
said
caught
from
the
the
mistake
beginning that
before?
Akechi was the real
It was all
culprit?
me and Morgana.
That
Shut your
wasn't
ass up.
something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff.
Soldier is the audience, basically.
Wait, so what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
Pancakes!
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry, was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
But shouldn't Sai understand him now? Because she's been to the metaverse already. Isn't that what causes to, like, you to understand Morgana? You entered the metaverse?
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person.
What around here?
And your brain realizes he can actually talk. You start
Oh.
reality.
Oh, they had to meet in the... Okay, never mind. They had to meet up in the metaverse.
It's a change in cognition.
Gotcha.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
I mean, lame
When we
acting.
talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
What is this we you speak of?
I know a place. I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here.
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one after all.
We got lucky.
That said, we weren't so naive to overlook something like that.
Kinda was.
That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
No, this is a game.
The guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
Bitch, you were too.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
That brings back memories.
You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it.
We had to trust it.
And it was absolutely the best decision we could have made.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us.
We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation.
Say my name! Say it!
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We an empty space beforehand, and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Nani?
Him getting captured by the police.
They need 2 hours to explain something that you played through. Yeah.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
I get why they need to explain it, because it is super confusing, but they also wrote themselves into this mess. This could have been like fleshed out a lot better than it is right now. It is just a mess. They're trying to like fill in plot holes that they created themselves. It's just a mess. I don't know.
All I needed were the coordinates.
It seems like she used his laptop to remotely access the metaverse. Asking her about it would drag the conversation on too long. I should talk to her later.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious.
I
It
love
must have been
these.
truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room.
I love these pictures.
Surely he was
This
acting
art.
quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
Ah, it's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
I'm just glad I didn't die.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm
Gross.
so glad he was able to persuade you during
Gross.
the interrogation.
Persona out of context.
Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible.
What about Kasumi? What was she
literally our
doing?
greatest gamble. We couldn't consult
Ah.
beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Not at all.
Then it truly was a do-or-die situation? That's crazy. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
No.
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
Well, how do they know I'm dead? They had to go back in there and clean the thing, right? They had to take my body out and they realized that I'm not there anymore. And they're like, oh, wait, did you take care of this body? No. Did you take care of this body? No. Who the fuck took care of this body? Who threw it away? Well, like, I understand, like, okay, the coroner didn't check it, that's fine, but someone still needs to get rid of the actual body that's in the room, that's the two bodies that's in the room, that's blood everywhere. They're gonna figure this out, like, in a day.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Okay.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence, and even drugs, is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died.
I mean, I forgot about all that
he
anyways.
made it back safe.
It's a miracle that I survived. I don't remember much, I'm gonna be honest.
Don't. You shouldn't have to remember such things.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion.
But no one
Even with
knows that you're.
I
I don't
couldn't
know.
help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who is meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well.
I mean,
from here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you.
I mean, you could still receive backlash from the public because, one, how did he get a gun? I guess he stole it from the police officer, but even then, that's just incompetence at that point.
You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know.
Make coffee.
Let's take a break for
Curry.
now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can
Oh, yeah, I
you
can't.
downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
Where did he go? 'Cause there's no door back there. It's just the kitchen. Like, it's just the little enclave. Enclave? I don't know what I call it. The summary has been updated. What's up, Shido?
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akachi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
The politician.
Unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Politician.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who?
I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next prime minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses.
We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this.
Nani?
The connections I had from my previous job.
Nani?
I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
It wasn't
You
important.
guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
He gets people killed?
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally
If that's a known
stumbled
fact,
upon
then I don't know
government
how he's still
research
popular.
regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be prime minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes prime minister? What about the world?
The world will be
The
fine.
issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for prime minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
The Diet Building? Yeah.
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
He's a politician trying to run for
Next
prime
target's
minister.
the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
We have to.
Hell yeah! Nobody against it?
Of course!
He will be a worthy opponent.
Has anyone seen the Kasumi? What happened to her?
Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what that diet building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
Ugh.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the diet building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
I know, it's kind of crazy they
We're
did.
intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed
It's so
such a daring trick
convoluted,
as getting captured and
and
appearing to be
absurd, and
killed.
large.
What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power.
I mean, you're kind of doing the
That's
same
when
thing,
you came
right?
to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
What odd coincidence.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well,
He also wanted a
you was
daddy.
precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools.
I quickly just lost focus on the story.
This country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times.
They're kind of saying the same thing over and over again, aren't they?
The metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects.
I get this. Like,
Prosecute
we
targets
understand
that acted
this.
Psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized
3,000 years later, yeah. That's what it's starting to
Once I
feel
gained
like
public
right now.
sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their
This could have been
management
an
in my
email.
pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration...
Yeah, like some of this stuff, like we already kind of went through already with the other group. They could piece it together. Even the audience could kind of piece it together themselves.
The time has finally come. Just a little more.
Also, you could have all these kind of confessions coming out like during the next palace as well.
Inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything
Like what they did with
truly
Futaba.
begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish.
So it's in actual
interests
gameplay instead of just exposition hell.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the chosen one. Your assistance has been very influential.
I'm gonna go grab food. I'm pretty sure when I go grab food, he's still gonna be talking when I get back.
Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.